Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In movies, in TV shows, in advertisements, nearly everything that we come into contact with in this world or in our society, we are told that we should follow our own dreams and we should follow our own heart, and that we should look out for number one, and that life should really be about ourselves. Whatever will make us happy, whatever will make us successful, that's what we should chase after. And that's the message that we get, whether in a very direct way or in a subtle way. That's the message that we receive. From the time that we are children, we're taught that message. And the thing for us to do as Christians is to think about whether this is truly a principle that a Christian should follow. Is this a principle that God would approve of? Because in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, we see a different message. We're told another way of looking at things. In 1 Corinthians chapter 6, in the latter part of verse 19, it says, "You are not your own." And then beginning in verse 20, it says, "For you have been bought with a price." As believers, we know that we have been bought with a price. We've been bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ, that God has paid the greatest price that a person could really pay in giving his own son, his own precious son, so that he could redeem us or buy us back to himself, so that we could become his people, become his possession. And so with that knowledge, we should be able to recognize the fact that we are not our own, that life isn't about us anymore. It's not about following our own dreams, our own passions. It's not completely about us being successful or anything like that. It's really about us living under the lordship of Christ. We are not the architects of our life. God is. And that he's the one that we should submit to each and every day. And that's a good reminder for us this day. Starting today, perhaps it would be good for us to kind of meditate on these thoughts. We are not our own. We have been bought with a price. And to remember that every decision that we make, every choice that we make, every direction that we take, we should always be directing our hearts and our minds towards the will of God, seeking his will in prayer, meditating over his word so we can understand the general principles that will guide our lives, but going to the Lord in prayer for more specific direction and the various aspects of our life, but basically living this day under his lordship and submitting to him. He is our king. We are his subjects. And it's important for us to remember that he doesn't just own Sunday morning. He owns our whole lives. And we are not our own. We have been bought with a price, and that price was very precious and very expensive. And therefore we should honor God in the way that we live and put him first above everything else. So let's be reminded of that today as we do our reading. We are not our own. We have been bought with a price. And not only just taking that conceptually, but actually live that out practically as well, as we engage in the world, as we engage with other people, and as we make decisions in connection to our life. So there's some things we can reflect on and think about as we do our reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.